Welcome to A Man's World, a podcast where I discuss controversial topics going on in the world with the people who really have the authority to even have an opinion. Men. Today we are discussing women's education and whether or not men in the Western Hemisphere believe it's important or not. I have two guests with me today with a very interesting opinion on the topic. Let's dive in. So my first guest on this podcast is my father, Eric Paddock. Could you please explain your educational background?
I've got a undergraduate business degree in finance and management from the University of the Incarnate Word in San Antonio, and along with that is 9 hours of graduate level work in economics.
So what was it like raising two very independent daughters alongside your wife?
It was never a dull moment. Still isn't a dull moment. But it's important it's important to have independent children, not just necessarily daughters, because the world is always changing, and the last thing I want any of my kids to have is to rely on someone else to do their thinking for them, do certain tasks for them. They should be able to handle life on their own once they're out and about on their own.
So why do you value your daughter's education and even your wife's education? Because she's
really important, because like I said, with the way the world is changing, it's important that we have views from every possible angle, whether it's male or female. We don't live in the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s anymore, where there's definite structure in certain roles and responsibilities based on gender. Everybody in this country has a right to an education. And it's important for everybody to maximize that right and take every advantage that they have. But we're working in a team, and in this country we're just one big team. We need to have multiple inputs. You can't have one side bemoaning the other.
How could you say that it would go across just this country and spread to even third world countries and even the Middle East?
The challenge with the third world countries and Middle Eastern countries is they are governed by theocracies and not necessarily the people's rule. So they're going off of a caste system where there are very specific gender roles, and in some countries and some belief systems, being female instantly puts you at a disadvantage, as it is one of those societies in a theocracy-led environment where one group will dominate over another and tell people what they believe in versus allowing people to educate themselves and learn what the truth is.
Kind of, not backtracking, but kind of changing gears here, how did you raise your son to value women?
I raised my son the way I was raised, which is have a mutual respect for all people, men and women, to step in and make sure all is well. And I hope that has, taken hold, and I've seen elements of that in him over time. He's definitely somebody I would consider to be rather sensitive to others, and I think it's important that he be an example for others in the male world to follow.
So there's no statement you would like to make to fathers when discussing their daughters' or wives' education?
Let them learn. It's important for everybody to, I don't want to use the word allow, but be open to and supportive of their daughters and wives to get out and to experience formal education, even informal education. I'm not talking about just college, but other areas that require specialized training that have historically been dominated by men, such as plumbers, electricians, pilots, doctors, lawyers, police officers, firefighters, whatever. It's the only way that as a society that we would be beneficial. Their specific roles are not gender specific anymore, and the only way we can really do that is to allow our daughters and our wives to then step out if they have an interest in college, doctor.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
My final guest on this podcast is Travis Schubert. Can you please state your status and major at Texas Tech University?
I'm a biology major freshman.
classroom like with women learning alongside you?
I think it's useful because it allows us to have a different perspective and realize when discussing what we've learned in class with our peers, it allows us to better understand the feminist side and the views that women have on the topics that we all learn.
Do you have any friends who are women who excel not only in school but in other fields as well?
Yeah, my mom went to school for political science, got her master's, and I don't know, when I think of strong women, I just think of her and how she excels in every aspect of her life.
What would school be like without girls?
I think it would be a lot more conservative and closed off, and I think in the end, what women allow us to do is better comprehend, like, that really we don't have to have limits on our understanding of things. And I think that's, like, really beneficial because, like...
So what is a final statement you would like to make about women's education and how it has impacted your life as a man?
I don't know. I think in every step of my educational walk throughout my life, there have been women, and I can say without a doubt that I know that I don't think it would have done as well if there weren't.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
You heard two perspectives on women's education, and they're pretty much the same. Although they discuss different reasons why they believe an educated woman is beneficial. You may be asking, Hadley, why are we talking about this? Girls are encouraged to go to school here in the U.S. You are correct. In most industrialized first world countries, women are equal to men in most cases. However, there are countries where, as my dad was saying, being a woman instantly puts you at a disadvantage. In Middle Eastern countries controlled by ISIS, girls are encouraged to follow traditional gender roles and be married at young ages. Girls who betrayed the harsh interpretations of Sharia law are not only frowned upon, but even attacked and sometimes killed. We are so lucky to live in a country where girls are encouraged to go to school, become doctors, work and have a family, or even not have a family. Women are free here. Women in the Middle East are not because ISIS controls their every move. They control what they can see, watch, hear, wear, act, etc. The purpose of this podcast was to spread the message across the U.S. instead of sweeping it under the rug because it's not our problem. It may not be a U.S. problem, but it is a human problem. We should want what we have in this country for all people. I encourage you all to share this message with everyone you know. Raise awareness of this issue. If we all unite against ISIS and the awful constraints they put on our fellow humans, our world would be better as a whole. Thank you all for tuning in this week. I will see you next time.